The biggest lie in home buying is that if the bank approves you for a mortgage, you can afford the house. Getting approved and actually being able to afford the life that comes with that mortgage are two completely different things. And mixing those up is exactly how smart, hardworking people end up house poor. Here's a better way to think about buying a house. Instead of asking what the bank will approve, ask what percentage of your actual take-home pay, after taxes and retirement contributions, you're comfortable putting toward housing every month. Not your gross income, not the number on your offer letter. Most lenders will happily approve a payment that eats up 40 to 45% of your take-home pay, which leaves almost no room for anything else in your life. The real housing ratio we use at Wealth Nexus caps total housing costs, including a maintenance reserve, at 25 to 30% of net take-home pay. That's the target, not the bank's ceiling. So why does almost everyone end up closer to the bank's number instead of a healthier one? It comes down to how the mortgage approval process actually works. A lender looks at your income before taxes, before your 401k contribution, and before health insurance premiums come out of your paycheck, then calculates how much debt you can technically carry using that inflated number. That process ignores how much smaller your real take-home pay is. It also ignores ongoing costs that never show up on a mortgage application. A house eventually needs a new roof, a new water heater, or a new furnace, and none of that comes with a monthly invoice you can plan around in advance. This is where the money quietly disappears. Homeowners cover those surprise costs by pausing retirement contributions, letting a credit card carry the balance, or draining an emergency fund that was never rebuilt. None of that shows up on the mortgage application either, but it's the real cost of ignoring your own numbers. Which brings us to the moment most people would rather not think about. If you are already stretching to make the payment work today, before a repair bill shows up, before your property taxes get reassessed, before a single rate adjustment or job change happens, you are already living the house poor trap. It doesn't feel like a crisis at first. It feels like skipping a few dinners out, pausing your retirement contributions for a while, and telling yourself you'll catch up later. That quiet stretching is the trap. Here's what that actually looks like once you put numbers to it. Let's put real numbers on this. A household brings home $5,500 a month after taxes and retirement contributions. A lender approves a mortgage payment of $2,400 a month for principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. That sounds responsible on paper, but add a maintenance reserve of about 1% of the home's value each year, which on a $350,000 home works out to roughly $290 a month. Total housing costs land closer to $2,690 a month. That's 49% of this household's take-home pay before groceries, insurance, transportation, or a single dollar toward investing. So here's what to actually do with this before you ever sit down with a lender. First, calculate your own real housing ratio using your take-home pay, not your salary, and decide your personal ceiling before a lender hands you a bigger one. Second, build a maintenance and repair line into your monthly budget before you buy, not after the first appliance breaks, so it's already accounted for instead of becoming a surprise. Third, stress test the payment against a worst case. What happens if one income drops for a few months or your property taxes go up? And make sure the payment still works without wrecking your other financial goals. Wealth Nexus rule. Your mortgage approval is the ceiling, not the target. If you want a simple way to calculate your own real housing ratio before you start house hunting, we walk through it in the Wealth Nexus newsletter, along with the rest of our take-home pay first approach to big purchases. And if you want to map out that number fully, income, debt, savings goals, and a real housing budget in one place, the Financial Blueprint Workbook walks you through it step by step, so you're not doing the math on the back of a napkin the night before an open house. A bank's approval letter tells you the most someone is willing to lend you. It was never designed to tell you what you can actually afford to live with. The house poor trap isn't really about buying too much house. It's about letting someone else's number replace your own. Do your own math first, and let that be the number you actually shop with. Like and subscribe.